Hello.
Now we're live, and the camera is out of focus, and we have no idea why. So there's that. Now it's in focus. Now it's in focus.
Yay.
Yay! And Steve's now copying.
There it is. It's so pretty.
Apparently the chat got the updated pic of Ichi. Okay. Yay! I need to tweet that we're doing this. But we're playing Montana by Rüdiger Dorn, which is a 2 to 4?
2 to 4. Yep.
2 to 4 player game. It says about 45 minutes of play, but it's like a racing game. You're not racing in real life, but it's very quick.
Yeah.
I feel like you could play it in 30 minutes with an experienced group. Can you pull the cart a little bit?
Sure.
Thanks. Steve's very carefully opening the shrink on his brand new copy of Nemo's War. I feel it should just be called Finding Nemo's War.
Really?
Well, no, that's what you played. Because you just left to go get it.
I did find Nemo's War.
You did.
I did. Mm-hmm.
Did you learn any lessons?
It started raining. Hey, Heavy.
You get some interesting characters on your way.
Did you learn something about the blinds? And Ichi?
Oh yeah. So we have our old blinds in the car because you don't need to cut the shrink off the entire back. There's a place in town where you can donate lightly used like house fixtures, and they'll resell them at, it's called Habitat. It's Habitat for Humanity runs it, so they'll use it in Habitat for Humanity homes, or they'll resell it at like a cheap thing, and it's a non-profit and all this other stuff, and it's great. So the blinds are in the car to go, and I took Ichi with me to the game store to get Nemo's War, which has nothing to do with this game that we're playing now. And I took a corner, and I took it slow, like, 20, 15 miles per hour. And Ichi had her window down like she always does, but she was standing on top of the blinds, which are on top of the folded down seat. And so I didn't realize that she was as able to be as far out of the car as she was. And so when I took the corner was such that she went further out the window. And, her back legs caught, thank goodness, on the door. And she flailed a little bit, and I did a thing, and she walked back in, and then I was
turn the car quickly in the other direction.
And then I was like, oh god, and I rolled the window up, and I was like, Ichi, up front, and because I raised my arm for her to come up front. And she jumped up front and immediately licked my hand a bunch and then just collapsed into the seat. So it was an adventure to find Nemo's War, but we found it.
Would you call it the Fast and the Furriest?
Yeah, I guess. Poor Pupper.
Yeah.
She's a little extra emotionally charged right now. Her life flashed before her eyes. So
she is. Yeah. I mean, she is good at the barrel roll, though. If there was ever a dog,
to roll out of the car, yeah, it would be Ichi. Yeah. Anyway, because our back windows are the kind that they have the kid thing where they don't go down all the way, but the back part where she sticks her head out is down, and so she was just in the gap. And I think that's also what saved was her hips in that gap between the glasses.
So she was on the outside of the turn, I guess. You turned. And...
Yes. Yeah, it was the turn to go around the thing, where you turn the one way and then you turn the other way. I don't want to go too, because then people can look it up.
Yeah.
But you turn the one way and then you turn the other way almost immediately after. So it worked, but it was Anyway, we're playing Montana, designed by Rüdiger Dorn. After I almost threw my dog out of a car. This game released at Essen. It's published by White Goblin Games, and I'm pretty sure it's coming to the US, but I'm not sure by who. Also, hey Heavy, I'm assuming it's Edward. Hey Edward. I did see that you saw my tweet thread, and it was directed at some people, and thank you. I doubt the people that it was directed at saw or cared, if they did. But anyway, Ichi is fine. She is collapsed under the table right now. Yeah.
Ichi's big day out.
Yep. But we're gonna play Montana, and I don't remember it well enough to teach, so John's gonna teach it.
Okay.
Because John taught me. This is how this works.
Yep.
Right? But we're settling Montana. And this is the game where you get the workers via spinning the, there's a dial, and to acquire new workers, you flick a spinner.
Yep.
And it works. So, yeah.
Alright.
The infamous spinner.
So it is a pretty
what are we
simple game.
about?
And like I said, it's a race game. So we're trying to get our settlements. We just have 10 settlements out onto the board.
Mm-hmm.
The way we do that is by getting resources and using those resources on the hex to purchase the hex.
Yep.
And
the game ends, it's whoever gets all their settlements out wins. Right?
I think everyone gets equal amount of turns. We'll have to look that up. There's stuff
yes. There is equal amount of turns, but it's still whoever does it first wins, and then if both people do it on the same round.
It's 2 race games.
Yeah. 2? Oh, yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
Yep, the game ends after the round in which a player has placed his last settlement on the landscape board. When a player builds the last settlement, current round is finished, ends after the turn of the player sitting to the right. And then the player with the most settlements on the board wins.
Yep.
So,
And
because...
tiebreakers, money, I think.
Tiebreaker, highest total of coins, workers, and goods.
Yep.
Oh, no, sorry. First tiebreaker is highest total of cows and canteens. Second tiebreaker is coins, workers, and goods.
Cool.
Alright,
so on your turn, you can take one of 3 different actions. You can spin the spinner to get more people. You spin it, wherever it lands. You get those workers. There's 4 different colors of workers. Tan, orange.
That's the wrong one. But that works.
Oh, right here?
No,
Right
sorry. It'll be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, anyway.
If you land on the white spot, you get to choose your 2 workers. You can always spend wheat, I think that's what it is, to move the spinner. I think it's clockwise. Yeah. Now, I don't know why it says up to 7 times, because you can always just move it 3 turns to get white. So.
Yeah. Well, because you have to move clockwise.
Right, but there's the white on the other side.
I don't know. Maybe you don't.
The max amount is 3.
I don't know. Maybe you don't want white. Maybe some people really just don't want white workers.
Maybe, yeah. They want to have it told them, but choose.
Okay.
Anyway, the way you use those workers is the other action you can do is you can send workers out to the town, and the town has various worker placement spots, and it's mostly around getting goods.
Sorry, heavy. We're going to be in Colorado for an entire week. I just realized from the 21st to the 28th, we should coordinate. I just realized that you live there. Sorry.
They do.
Okay, anyway, go on with the teaching.
You didn't realize before now.
No, I just remembered, and that he's in the chat, and it was, anyway.
Just lined up perfectly.
Yeah, we should do a co-stream on our one of our normal stream nights at your house. We could stream on both channels.
Not to invite ourselves over, but
he invited us. We have a standing invitation.
There you go.
He told me years ago.
Right.
We have a standing invitation.
There's nothing quite like calling someone on their invitation from years before.
See, look, he says yes, finally, no excuse, done. Yeah. Okay,
Well, at least for giving warning.
Yeah.
You know.
I
You
don't
said
think
you had
he'd
a standing
care.
invitation 3 years
I
ago.
don't think he would care if we just showed up.
Also, it's snowing. You let me in.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so sending workers to the board. There's 6 different sections of the board.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the main player board, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own player board, which you put your resources on, and then this is the main. And it's unnecessarily large. It's mostly just nice artwork. Yep. But this is the main action selection board.
Yep.
So, there's a lot of wooden bits for how fast this game
It really
goes.
is.
Yeah, there's more just off camera.
So when you're sending a worker to the board, a lot of the spaces have colored meeples, and when you're sending someone to that spot, you can either send one of that colored worker or 2 of any color.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Sorry.
It's rain. Yeah, so at any spot that shows a specific worker color, you can spend any 2 of a different color to go to that spot.
Yes.
When you go to a spot, let's actually use brown here.
Gee, how did you get wet?
You just do the action.
It's raining outside.
Weren't you in a car?
Well, she walked from... She did get really wet from going out.
That's funny.
When she came up to the front, she was very wet.
Yeah. In 2 seconds. Is it raining that hard?
Yeah, it's like raining. I had to wipers on like speed.
What? Should have taken the submarine. You'll get moon as well. Yes. Hi, did you get a pain pill? Do you need one?
So most of these spots are, you pay money, get a resource. So pay 1 to get 1 stone, pay $3 to get 2, or $6 to get 3. And most of these spots allow you to, when you go there, additionally send another worker to get a bonus. So if this were the case, I can go spend 3 money, get 2 stone, and then I can spend another worker to get an additional stone. So I get 3 total.
Get down. Wait.
And these work the exact same way. You can spend 2 workers of different kinds, or the worker.
So you can spend 4 workers if you
exactly.
really
want to go there. So these all work in the same way, and I think it's all the same formula: 1 to 1, 3 to 2, and 6 to 3.
This one's different.
Oh, 6 to 4. I think
the wheat one. The wheat one, you get more wheat. I guess it's wheat right out of the bat.
Pumpkin.
Yeah. So for the farm produce, you get 1 more as the base.
Yep.
So you get 2, 3, or 4, as opposed to 1, 2, or 3.
Yep.
Yeah. But the cost is the same per level. Yep.
There's also the bank. Bank, you just send any color worker, but you need a specific amount. So spend 1 worker to get 6, 2 workers to get 8, 2 to get 10, and 3 to get 12. The reason why there's different ones is that when you send a worker out there, they stay until the whole area is full, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. I will double check while you teach the next action.
So, meaning that spot's going to be covered until every spot has been chosen. Because these are shared workers, they're not our workers.
Yeah, but when you do the multiple of like 3, they don't have to be 3 of a kind. No. They can be any 3 color. Yeah.
White means any color.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to preface it's not of a kind.
Yep. Makes sense. The last spot is the auction house.
All the spaces. Yep.
And there, whoever is triggering that action picks up their colored meeple and puts it on a spot of a row that they would like to get the benefits of. And this auction works in an interesting way. Just the bonuses tend to be around getting some money, getting some resources, or upgrading, because both the stone and the ore have a small version and a large version, and those are different. On the board, there's a little arrow on some of the ore stones, and you need to spend that type. You can't spend a small type to fulfill the upgraded versions. And the only way to do that is in this auction house. So when you're going, you place it on both the row that you want to take the action on and the number of pumpkins you're willing to spend to take that action. And then in turn order, everyone else can put their worker on the same row, 1 above, or 1 or more above where the last person put, or on the lowest spot of any additional row. Yeah. Or, no, not lowest, I guess.
You can go anywhere.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere in the shop.
Yep.
If you're following.
You just can't go behind.
Yes. You can never spend less pumpkins than somebody else.
Yep.
That is already visited.
But I can choose a different row and pay.
Yes. And when you get kicked out of a row, because only the person who spends the most pumpkins for a row is going to do that action. So when you get kicked out, you get to move your little person to a different row.
As soon as you get kicked out?
As soon as you get kicked out. Cool.
Yep. And if you don't want to move your person to another row, you just go back to the hardware store and then you're done.
Yep. One thing we missed a lot too is that you immediately get a pumpkin when you take that action, the person who triggers that option.
Yep.
And then everyone in turn order, once that's all finished, pays their pumpkins and does whatever the upgrades are.
He pays your pumpkins and takes your chances.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then the third action you can do is spending those resources to put settlements out on the board. So the rules for putting settlements on the board, you have to start from the starting tile or an existing tile that's on the board. Right? And you can put 1, 2, or 3 settlements out, paying the appropriate resources. And any, well, I guess, the first one, you have to build at least one, and then every additional one, you either build a settlement or get a buck. So I could build one settlement and get $2. I can spend 2 settlements and get $1, or build all 3 settlements. And there's a special bonus for building settlements in a row, because the whole goal of the game is to get rid of these settlements. If you build in a line of 4, then you get to immediately put down an extra. So, like, say I had just built this settlement, I can then plunk down an extra settlement on top of it.
Yeah.
So it lets you get rid of a settlement quickly.
Yep, and you get the cow.
And you get the cow.
When you build. Yay!
Yeah, there's cows. Cows let you trade in for any one of the small resources, $3 or a worker of any color. And then the first person to build a settlement around a lake gets the canteen. Canteens let you immediately take another turn
if you spend
it. Cows and canteens are tiebreakers at the end, though.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Chad.
Is that the first person, not to build completely around?
No, just first to have a settlement next to that.
Yep. All right, we ready?
And that's it.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Steve's going first, apparently.
Steve's going first. So, before we start, everyone spins the thing twice and gets
the wheel of free labor.
Yep.
Purple one.
You spin it twice though. But,
oh, well, that's okay.
Would you like to take your second spin?
Okay. Do you want to take your second spin?
I would love to.
John, would you like to take any of your spins?
I would love to take a spin. Feeling pretty dudeless over here.
It's the dudeless ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Is that the level of actions?
Which ones?
3, 5.
That's starting
for
money.
the starting money.
Oh,
First player, second player, third
Yep.
player, fourth player.
I understand now. I was so confused. I was petrified. Thinking I would find you here with that look upon your face. I was gonna go with thigh, but it rhymed, but it wouldn't make sense.
Got you by my side.
There you go.
You got a nice stuff there, Steve.
I really do.
No.
Which ones?
Oh, you pick any two.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. Duh, Tiffany. Duh.
Well,
so when are you gonna play Nemo's War?
when does the stream end? Kind of like this idea. So spend 1 money and 2 brown workers.
So they go on the board.
So you put them on the board.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa! They're
Block
falling
the
down on the
space.
job. Pays the money.
And make sure you grab the small ones.
Yep.
Cheat and steal.
And resources are limited, so if they aren't there, then you can't get them.
Yeah.
And then when you upgrade, it'll return.
Yeah.
Other ones to
Or
the supply.
spend it for the...
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and spend... I have 4 left to start. I'm gonna spend 2 workers to go here, and $3 to get a total of 4 wheat.
Nice. I'm gonna get some more workers.
So what games, I think I asked this in the last stream, but I don't know if anybody answered. What games is everybody looking forward to playing over their Christmas break? Steve, it's your turn. I know what Steve's answer is now.
I'm gonna try playing Spirit Island with my family.
Oh, wow.
I know.
So that has a higher player count, right?
It goes to 4.
Yeah.
We're having some friends over on Thursday, and they're both big cooperative gamers. They've gone through Pandemic Legacy.
Oh, okay.
So, but I've heard mixed reviews about how it plays at 4.
First blood.
We'll see.
I guess I shouldn't say first blood when they're settling.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
apparently
Historically
hardback is much better.
Yeah,
than
I'd say it is historically accurate.
Yeah.
But
Oh, interesting. I didn't back that. But
okay, so I have
a lot cleaner.
what's the thing or money? Oh, I can
So you can get $2 instead of settling. If you
2
don't.
more.
Yeah.
I think I should. All right, just turn it over.
Is this you get 3 things?
Yep.
Whatever you want, right?
Yep.
Mm.
And if you notice, like the bottom cost is more and more for the better actions.
So, like, why wouldn't I just go here? I get a pumpkin, and then I spend 2 pumpkins. So
Yep.
I get a pumpkin, and I spend a pumpkin. And I get 3 things.
Well, not yet though.
Oh,
It's an
right.
auction,
We
so
do
keep
Oh,
it
this is
in.
an auction!
Yep.
This is an auction,
So you did get
y'all.
your free pumpkin, right?
No, I did now. I understand why this is a bad idea. Stop. Hammer
But
time.
you'd be the only one with pumpkins.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, then. It's a good idea. Okay. Everybody, place your bets. Hey, Lackey.
I'm gonna go here.
Is that the only single spot?
Yep.
Turn
So
it,
he just gets 2
John.
coins. I just give John 2 coins.
You did just get
And
an
an
upgrade.
upgrade.
Yeah, and an upgrade.
Upgrade? I cry.
There's also the cows though. They can trade in for things.
Oh, yeah, then I'm doing that. Cow will give me a pumpkin, right? Do I spend it now?
No, it's still a auction.
It's still a cow.
So you don't pay until the very end because the auction's still
Okay.
happening. Because I can hop in front of you. No, I'll go in the other 2 place.
That one.
Okay.
And then we're all happy.
I mean,
Happy cow.
to some extent.
Alright, so cow turns into a pumpkin.
So I'm gonna get.
It's not a very
this.
Rosenberg style mechanic for the
I'm gonna
cows to turn into
Upgrade
pumpkins.
both my things.
And
I
then
will
I
get
think I'm
2
gonna
coins, and I will upgrade this single one to that.
Okay, now it's John's turn. Woohoo!
I'm gonna-
Space Empires 4X, Column of Fire. Ooh.
Ooh, Space Empires
I'm gonna get
4X.
3 pumpkins.
That's on
Potion Explosion was played tonight,
Oh.
which is good.
Space Empires is on a later edition. I feel like I keep hearing they keep doing editions for that, which is
I got
cool.
the expansion.
John, were you getting pumpkins?
Yep.
Yes, these are
There's 2.
2 on 1. Got it.
But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna spend
Instead.
that instead.
I'm gonna cry.
These all come back after the auction.
Yeah.
I've heard some good game stores in Chicago. I know there's at least one. Or 2? Somebody was saying there's like 2 good ones.
I'm gonna spend all my money to get 4 pumpkins.
Nice.
4 pumpkins.
Bum, bum, bum.
They call me Steve. 4 pumpkins, Kairos.
I'm gonna build.
Yay!
So I'm gonna do this spot right here,
Yep.
which gets me this canteen. It's the exact reaction I wanted. Ha ha ha
One
ha.
too slow.
And then I
realized
get
I spent the pumpkin that I
2
thought I was gonna have.
Because you're gonna go there.
Yeah.
We were all going for the same spot. It's
Yep.
hilarious. Because I am gonna build as well. I'm gonna build 2 spaces.
Gasp. Yep.
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 Which gets me $1, if you will. You should get $2.
I did.
Okay.
And do you have to build connected to an existing settlement you have?
Yes.
Not that you
Yeah.
have though. It has to be just connected
Oh, to any
to any
settlement.
settlement. Otherwise, you could just get totally locked out of anything, right?
I am also gonna settle. I'm gonna get the other canteen.
Yep.
Cow. So an upgraded rock. No, let's replace that. That gets me this canteen.
Say it with that accent.
Canteen. And I should just stop there and take a minute. Because I'm flat broke. All I've got is drinking water and pumpkins.
I'm gonna go ahead and build.
Nice.
And then I get 2 coins.
I'm gonna get $6.
We get how many spins?
1.
Just 1.
Yeah.
But you always get 2 workers.
I don't have any workers.
I think that's the black and the brown.
It is indeed.
I'm going to spend. It's silly, but it's fun.
It is fun.
The spinner works, y'all. The spinner works.
You get 3 of those.
The spinner is silly and fun.
You're silly and fun.
Actually, what do I want? No, just
Okay.
Where will it stop? Nobody knows.
Oh, Steve
Whatever I
Steve
want.
get what he wants.
Did we check to make sure it's all put spots?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Just gonna...
Which seems in a 2-player game like it would be awful.
I know.
What would?
All spots. 2-player game.
Yeah, do I want to do the pumpkins? No. I don't. I will pay 3 coins to get a single ore. That's a big ore.
Oh, the fact that you have to fill all the spots to refresh it. Yeah.
To make it available again.
I will.
Was the Nemo's War the 1st or 2nd edition? Steve.
Second edition.
It is, yeah, almost certainly the 2nd edition.
Absolutely
Because this is
It's the Victory Points edition.
They did both.
I think they did the first one
It
too.
wasn't
But,
quite like lots of the art was changed.
but yeah, no, this
Eno's
looks
art.
like
They did
this
this
is almost
Yeah.
certainly 2nd edition.
What am I gonna do? This is not bad. Dude, that's 2 shot 3. You've got 9. So it's a great time to do pumpkins.
Yeah, 2016. This is the funded in 2015, printed in 2016, I guess.
Yep. Merry Christmas, Steve.
Aww.
I went and almost lost my dog for your game. Kabuki confirms it's 2nd.
Oh, I didn't realize Nemo was...
Married? Yeah, married to the sea. You walked right into that.
I dove right into it. Is it my turn? Yeah.
I know.
Oof.
It makes sense, though.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do, Steve?
Do I have to get... Do I have to go to the next one? Or... It's
No,
in
you
order,
go
right?
you
Or...
want.
yeah.
Go whatever you want.
Absolutely go to the 10 one.
They're discussing game stores in Chicago. Because Captain is barely in Chicago. Near Chicago? Around Chicago? We're close to, like, everything resetting, and I don't want to be the one to trigger it. But I will trigger pumpkins.
Oh.
So I pay $1.
Yep.
And I get 3 pumpkins.
Some more peeps.
So then these clear?
They all clear.
Yeah. And they just go back in their bins.
The Mercedes Benz.
Yep.
Oh no!
Alright, it's your turn. John spun.
I spun.
You spun.
Spin right round.
Yeah. All's as well. Let's spend 6 and 2 workers to get 4 small rocks.
The map's coming apart.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to Pumpkin Town.
Hey, yeah.
I'm gonna go here. And I go Pumpkin. See where you go.
I don't think that's the Pumpkin Town theme.
We have not seen Star Wars yet.
I
John,
have.
yeah, John has.
I'm going to see it again Thursday.
Steve and I have not seen it. Well, that's a boring option.
Oh.
But I'll pay 1 pumpkin, sure.
I'll pay 2.
For
I'll also pay
$2 in upgrading.
And the upgrades
ore?
can't be used for a lower one, correct?
No, you have to upgrade.
You have to
Or
spend it on
you
upgrade
can't,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't take a resource instead.
Or no, what I mean is I can't spend a big resource as a small resource.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna build.
Is this game on Kickstarter?
Montana?
Is Montana on
I
Kickstarter?
think it was a Kickstarter.
No, it's White Goblin.
Yeah. Well, people were talking about backing it on.
Yeah.
If they
Maybe the American edition. But White Goblin doesn't do Kickstarters.
I don't think they do. Yeah.
I think the American publisher is kickstarting it.
Mm.
Maybe that's it.
Spending these resources to build here.
Oh yeah, it was on Kickstarter for December. It ended December 6th.
Which gives me a bonus. Fourth one.
U.S. distribution. Well, if I had realized I wasn't paying attention, we would have streamed it.
Oh wow, yeah.
I was still, yeah.
I am done.
I don't remember what I was doing.
Oh geez, yeah, funded on December 5th. All right.
Oh, just did it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's me. This game moves at a...
Darth Vader comes back and spanks Kylo.
Yep. And then he dies.
And then he dies. Kylo or Darth Vader?
Kylo gets spanked by a blue shimmery apparition that can somehow still spank.
Oh, please go back. Keep forgetting to do that.
I think I'm settling, so I'm using the wheat upgraded thing. Mm-hmm. And the cow.
Just knocking that cow out. Just poor cow. What is that cow ready to do?
It's fine. And
I have a cow.
Don't have a cow.
No, but I have one.
Have a cow.
I have one worker.
I'm just gonna take tonight. Right, Tiff turn. John got the line of 4.
I did.
I'm gonna do an auction. Who needs workers when you have pumpkins?
Ooh.
That's right.
Triggering an auction, y'all. Steve's into his finding.
Did you know
Nemo
that?
war.
Did you know that I am Captain Nemo, or we are Captain Nemo, commander of the magnificent Nautilus, an underwater vessel beyond compare? But little does everyone know, before Captain Nemo was on the Nautilus, Captain Nemo actually settled Montana. Because this was in 1870, right? And this is probably pre-1870?
Captain Nemo's parents, maybe?
Yeah, this is halfway through the 19th century, so this is like the prequel.
1850?
Yeah. I should take a turn.
You should.
I think I will.
No, it's bidding for pumpkins.
Oh, bidding for pumpkins, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I have to bump.
Does that happen immediately or when it goes back to you? Let's find out.
Yeah, that will affect what I do.
John, you don't have enough. Oh, if you spend a cow.
You must immediately move.
Spend a cow. You get that. Yep. Happy holidays over on Twitch.
Yay!
Hey.
Mr. Nick.
Right.
I don't know how to go
I'll
back.
trade a pumpkin for $2.
I'm gonna trade a cow as a pumpkin and a pumpkin.
Ooh, that went away.
And then I will get these 2 upgrades.
Uh-oh.
Are you trying to do it?
What?
Hit the back button. Hit. There's like hit backspace.
Delete.
Yeah. Okay. I
Hit
clicked.
command left arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe hit escape.
Yeah.
No idea.
Hit chat.
No, it's
Is it a new
I
window?
like moused over him. No, it's
You're
a.
gonna try this?
Okay. No, it's a JavaScript pop up, and I can't make it go away.
Oh.
No, but it's not. There's
I
no
like-
Twitch window behind it potentially.
We lost it.
No, it's the chat is still there. But like because you got to be helping me. Come on.
Make the window taller.
Wish it was a baller. Oh gosh, nope, that's not.
Oh, there's an X. We found the X.
I found the X. Hey, Twitch!
Woo! All right, we made it back.
We made Twitch awful.
Happy holidays.
Yeah,
happy
holidays, Mr. Nick.
Good
Oh,
job.
God.
Good job, team.
Twitch almost blew up. Okay.
So it's Tiffany's turn.
It is my turn. Sorry. Well,
So
we
all go back to the
I didn't
hyper
get
store?
my
No.
thing from the auction. We didn't finish it.
Oh, it's my
Sorry.
turn now.
Wait, no, I didn't get my stuff. I blew up Twitch.
Which one were you? Yeah, you
I
were
was
that
this one. I blew up Twitch. I didn't get my things. Don't touch me.
Is that a
Uh,
hostage situation?
what is under?
Also, I feel like the blurb on this could apply to Finding Nemo. You will search the wild seas, combat vessels of all nations, brave the hazards of the deep, find mysterious treasures, behold and chronicle amazing wonders, and travel around the world in your quest for knowledge and vengeance.
and Nemo.
That's totally Finding Nemo.
It's Finding Nemo's War.
Does-
It's now the name.
Vengeful though.
Yes, Martin.
Maybe,
Martin?
yeah,
Martin's super vengeful.
but like in a passive aggressive way.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, no,
passive
but, like,
aggressively
he gets-
vengeful.
Martin gets angry
Yeah.
about this hunt for
That's
his kid
true.
at Dorn. Like,
Yeah.
this is a weird stream. It's your turn.
Well,
On that
Oh, man.
note.
What games are we taking to Colorado?
Oh yeah.
Well, so we got our nieces. We got them Enchanted
much fun.
Tower. They're 4 and 6. We got them Enchanted Tower, and we got them the travel version of Magic Labyrinth from Essen when we went this year. They didn't have Castle Flutterstone Travel Edition in Europe yet. I'm very sad about it.
You need to spend your pumpkins.
I do need to spend my 4 pumpkins that I fought you for.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. And then we all
it was 3, wasn't it?
No, it was 4 because I bumped him and then he bumped me and then I'm sad about it. But it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'm not super
Spinning a
worried about
cow to make it a pumpkin, and then I'm doing this upgraded one to also go here,
Mhm.
and then I get a cow, and then I also did this out of order, but it's fine. I'll just take the 2 money. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Okay.
You get 4 pumpkins.
We're also
Please.
taking Tiny Park because my nieces really love Tiny Park, and so we're gonna play it with them. I don't know if I'll leave it with them because I like it
That
so
was
much.
not
That
helping.
didn't work out.
Where are these? Oh, sorry. The 4.
Yep. Thanks.
There is a travel Magic Labyrinth, but it's only available in Europe. There's, yeah, you have to, well, they're not only in Europe. Basically, there's a Canadian distributor that imports them, and so only game stores that buy games from Canada, which is not a lot.
What happens if,
I think it defaults to the next one.
no,
So-
it's this one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I think either way, it defaults to the one that's clockwise next.
That's a decent roll.
Lion Rampart, that's it. They do distribution. They're a Canadian distribution company, and they import the Zoc and Dry games. And so if a game store imports from Canada,
They can get
it. But otherwise, all of Dry is releasing travel versions of like all of those classic kid games. So we got those for the girls, and then on my turn, and then John has Pumpkin Town. I might have to actually get workers now. It's the worst.
like spoken like a true capitalist.
No, but like, what if
You have to
All
pay
these
them.
workers.
Yeah, you have to pay them too.
Oh no,
You know, if
we don't pay them in this game. If you noticed,
No, we hire them.
I'm gonna actually
that's what the
not
money
get
is.
workers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna see how long I can go without getting workers. And so far, it's been pretty
I'm going to
decent.
Pumpkin Town, and I will go.
Woohoo! Yeah.
I will abstain.
You get workers then? You mean? Oh no, we're auctioning.
No, we're auctioning. Yeah.
Got it. I'm out of pumpkin side today.
Nice one,
I'll
John.
spend 2.
Oh, I could spend it. Oh!
Do you want to spend a cow?
Yeah, I want to spend a cow. No, yes, I want to spend a cow. Yes. I spend a cow. I go here.
Yep.
It works
Grade
for
1.
everyone.
Yep.
I get 2 money. And then I upgrade this to a this. We are also bringing, apparently, Nemo's War. We're gonna also bring Azul, because my mom really likes Azul. Like, really likes Azul.
2.
Yep.
1 to get.
We're gonna bring our quiver loaded up
3
with
woods.
a whole bunch of 2-player games. It already has a bunch of
There's-
2-player games in it. We're just gonna add some more. And then I will build here. Okay. Sweet.
Let me go back to Pumpkin Town.
Pumpkin Town! Stupid turn.
Well,
Did you spin your
sorry,
cow?
just
I did, and then I just got
Oh,
a
you
new
just got
one.
another one.
Yeah.
my turn again.
No,
That's,
it's
auction.
oxygen.
Oxygen. Oxygen. Yeah, I'll do that.
So then you
I
can't-
abstain.
so I'll spin the 2.
Hey, that's not the worker you played. You want that one.
Oh, right. Ah!
We also
Cow
are
as
bringing-
a pumpkin. Do that. Upgrade.
a
that.
puzzle because the nieces are old enough and they're into puzzles, so we got a nice big Christmas puzzle.
And you started that, so everybody goes
Yep.
back and then it's my turn.
Yeah. We're also bringing Unstable, which is the new magic set. Bringing
And
magic.
then,
We call them illusions.
literary or otherwise, I will take these 2.
I'm just gonna go here, I guess, and spend 3 money to get 2. Grab Unstable. So, there's a new set of Magic that came out. It's called Unstable. And so if you played Magic like 20, 30 years ago and remember those crazy cards with the weird borders that were like, flip a card, or like flip a card and if it's heads you do this and if it's tails you do this, or like throw a card and if it lands on a thing it's an insta-kill, or like just random stuff. This entire set is that. So it's just random weird things, and so you have to do things in the real world. It's him that affect your actual play. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. People have been having a lot of fun of it, and Steve and I have only ever played Magic together with those weird cards from like 20, 30 years ago, and so when this was announced, we were like, yeah!
Is that the only time we've ever played that? I thought we've played...
That's the only time we played together.
Really?
Yeah. So,
I think, because, yeah, we
we have
threatened to play Magic before.
yeah, so we have a booster box, and we're gonna do a couple drafts. We're gonna take it with us and do a couple drafts. Just us and maybe my family in Colorado.
Cool.
Which is weird. We're not Magic people. It's
you want to go to
I
the pumpkin auction?
think so.
Spin the cow.
Yep. Oh, you're actually okay. We're
must
done.
be cool. Must be cool to get orange workers. Just gonna throw that out there.
I mean,
And I'll take a
not
3
doing that to that.
cities.
I actually might have to get workers now.
Okay.
Trying to think if we're gonna bring anything else, but we'll probably bring a selection. We'll probably bring import export, topiary. Maybe not import export.
I would happily play that. Oh, sorry, you can totally
Night, board game
cheat just
captain.
by holding onto the spinner on the bottom. Yeah. Ways to cheat with the spinner. Don't let your friends hold the bottom of the spinner.
Stop.
Yep.
Hey, Nutters! Sorry.
Yeah, I had a friend that was actually so good at the he's good at like Twitch things. You know, they have the carnival things where you get tickets at arcades where you have to like hit the light or hit the button when the light hits a certain thing. You get a bazillion tickets, and then on either side of it you don't get very many. And he got it, and like they like wouldn't, or it was one of the things where like they didn't want to give him the prize because they thought he cheated because he was just too good at it.
Yep.
Yeah. Some people are good at that. I'm sure he would be able to figure out how to.
Yep.
You just,
hit the spinner and cheat.
Well, and just stop it at the bottom. I mean, what?
No, but I mean, but you'd have to time it. Just
yes.
right.
Yeah.
Going to the pumpkin auction.
The spinner is weird, but it works.
Neither of you can do anything. So.
Nope. It's a great auction.
Thanks.
Mm.
I'll get a. Oops.
feel like I should spend 6 money on a pumpkineer to get 4 pumpkins. It's the technical term.
Oh, God.
They work for Disney. They're the pumpkineers.
Great. I'm gonna get more workers.
They're like the Imagineers, but they only think about pumpkins.
Yeah! Oh, 2 workers.
Nice.
Double total. I'll do that, and I'll do that.
I'm gonna build. I'm building 3. So I need 2 pumpkins and that for this. 2 of these and this for that. I need 5 of those. For that, which gets me another 4 row.
Yep.
Okay.
John's gonna win.
I have 1 left.
Yep.
Well. Oh, and you have the resources to drop your last one.
Yeah. Unless...
So we get 2 more turns. Oh no, I started, right? So if John ends it...
We get 0 more turns.
Yep.
How many of us own games with spinners? I mean, we still have life.
Oh.
We still have a copy of life.
We do? Oh, we had never played that.
We played
Is
it?
the one with the spinner with the knob that spins?
No, my mom has that copy. We have the... Oh, no, maybe it is in that one,
Yeah,
too.
no, isn't the Game of Life the one where you put 2 pink people in a blue car and drive around
Yeah, we played
making
that.
money?
Yeah, we
I
played that.
haven't played that.
I thought we
with you.
played that with them.
I haven't played that. Well, I should figure out what to do on my last turn.
We are not playing Seven Wonders on the app. I'm so bad about keeping up with app games. Are you playing on the...
No.
Yeah.
I was playing Through the Ages quite a bit. I've seen Gorgoa? I don't know how to pronounce it. Gorogoa. It's not a board game app, but it's a beautiful hand-drawn puzzle app.
Ooh.
Auction.
Auction. I pass.
So I'll pay 2.
Okay. And then while you do that, I will pay 6 to get 4 wheat. And then John will end the game.
2 builds right there.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I can.
do you want
use
to
my
take your turn?
actually,
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna-
can canteen too before
Yeah.
John dooms us.
Here, I'm
You
gonna
canteen.
canteen right after my
You can block me.
auction.
Oh, no, I guess you can.
I can't. If
Oh,
our powers
oh,
combine,
actually.
Steve.
Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? I feel like it's just prolonging the inevitable, but I'm tempted. So instead of getting that, I'll get this. So I'll spend these 2 and this to block John.
Ho ho ho.
Feudally.
Oh, I have 3 cows, though.
So John can get whatever he wants.
Okay.
Do what you want.
Then,
Do
yeah,
whatever you want.
I'm just going to do what I want. So
Do what you
I'm
want.
going to go here, spend one of those. What was that?
Did you just block me? No.
Yeah.
No,
Instead of getting the extra wheat, I'll have gotten the thing, and then so I'll spend that. So I'll spend that, and then I'll get my $2.
Wow.
I was hoping to get my 2 upgrades, so I could drop those.
I cannot build.
So yeah, getting the 2 4s is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, 2 for you settlements.
Yeah.
I can't actually build anywhere. I need an ore to do more thing. Oh no, I can't. Nope, can't build there. There's nothing adjacent
That's a 4. There's not too many on this layout.
that I can build. Yeah, no. Yeah, this layout is awful for like.
But yeah, John, you got 2 of them, so
4 in a
that's
row.
pretty cool. That's a good thinking.
That's my whole strategy.
Yep. Okay. I can't. I won't spin my canteen because maybe I'll beat Steve for a tiebreaker. I will.
Oh. Yeah.
I get 7.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 left. How many do you have left?
I have 5 left.
Oh.
It's
geez.
cows and canteens, and I have a
Oh,
canteen.
and I spent mine. Actually, and you would have gotten it either way because I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
have that, so.
yeah. All right, and Ichi's sitting up pretty high, and that's Montana.
Woo!
John wins because John triggered endgame because he played his 10th settlement.
Yep.
And Steve and I, even though we retconned and we're going to play canteens, it doesn't matter anyway. So, John wins.
And it seems like we were far off, but if you
It
have,
goes super fast.
but also if you have the resources, like John, you dropped 4 in one turn because you completed a line of 4 and dropped 2. So there is still the potential for someone to win or catch up on that last round.
Yeah.
You need to time it and do it right.
I really want to know if there's a 2-player variant for how this works. Because if stuff doesn't pop, I feel like that would be pretty annoying.
It pops on 2, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I don't need to actually search.
At the end of a player's turn, all spaces are occupied.
And there's no...
we'll see, that's at the bank, and then also...
John had 10 points. Steve had. Well, why not? 5 points. Tiffany had 5 points. Tiffany got second. I can't say that, but I know it's true. I could add a note.
Oh, interesting. If a player would get goods or workers which aren't available in the general supply at that moment, all players must first, if possible, return 1 good of the missing type or worker of the missing color from the player board to the supply. Repeat until there's enough goods or workers to fulfill the player's demand. So it is limited, but it hurts the other players.
But it hurts everybody if you hoard.
To be fair, there's a pretty good amount of those.
Yeah.
So
even when we played it 4-player, I don't think we were even close to running out.
I see nothing specific for 2 players, so I think those need to cycle. But I guess if you think about it, one of you will get 2, and the other one of you will get 1, or one person will get 3 before it recycles. So I think that's fine. It's just you'll need to, like, for example, maybe go to the bank to get the money to afford the expensive one.
I think what really helped me was realizing that neither of you had orange workers or pumpkins. So I did this 4 times in a row.
Oh, yeah.
To get 12 goods.
Yeah, my whole don't get workers didn't work. It fizzled. I went too long without getting workers.
I wasn't spinning orange workers or the whites, which is fine. But I mean, there's ways to mitigate that by getting cows or. I keep forgetting I could have spent grain to get the workers I needed, so I probably should have done that.
This is John and I's second play of Montana, and Steve's first.
All right.
No, you played with us?
Yeah, this is my second.
I forget when you're with us.
I was not close. I will give you that. You were all you both I think you finished it and you had 1 left, and I had this huge stack. I'm like, well,
I think you had tons of goods too.
Yeah, you hadn't quite realized.
How does this game work? Yeah.
No, it's good. I like Montana. I just don't know if 2-player would be... I feel like it's a game that actually thrives in 3 or 4.
Right, because there's going to be even less of these, so getting 4 in a row is even harder.
Yeah, and then also it's kind of nice that you can build off of everyone. So you're not limited to just building off of your own adjacencies. You can build off of anybody, and so the more players there are, the more options you have to get stuff.
Yeah.
And there's the whole, somebody could beat you to it, but at the same point, you still just have more options.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. And since everybody can build anywhere, someone isn't necessarily going to block you, and even if they do, you can build it. There's less of the you only have 1 move, I'll block it, because any of us can build anywhere. It's good. I don't know. I like it. It's quick. I don't quite want to say filler, but it feels like the game you played before or after something else, because it's quick.
It's like a good midway.
It's like a midway.
15
minutes. You really gotta play this twice
to
make the setup worth it for how quick it plays.
I would agree with that.
Which is kind of an interesting twist.
Because you have to pull some resources out and
yeah, and in that case, it's almost easier for 4. In some cases, to use everything.
It's where's the box?
Or maybe if you have a friend who sets it up before you get to game night.
Maybe if you go to the game store to buy another game and your friend and your husband set it up for you while you're gone, that would be great. You should do that.
If every copy of Montana has Rüdiger Dorn in every box, he just sets the game up for you.
Could it be a tiny Rüdiger Dorn? It's he's literally this big, and he fits in the box. No, he's this big, and he's a little friendly Rüdiger Dorn, and he has a bed.
He's
and he has to two-hand the tiles and clump them.
That was a stretch goal, didn't get met.
Aww.
But I would feel bad because they're a significant portion of Rüdiger Dorn's body weight, right? Compared to us, I would feel bad just letting do you need a hand, buddy? He's like, no, I got it.
You have a hamstring. Like,
yeah, maybe he's really strong.
yeah,
It's
Maybe that's another stretch goal. Just upgrade Rüdiger.
Yeah.
yeah, it's an
Two
upgrade
components at a
Rüdiger
time.
Dorn.
Yeah. Now I want a
would be the
T-shirt of this, but
cutest.
that's maybe kind of weird, especially if you're Rüdiger Dorn. I'd just be like, what is this T-shirt?
I'm pretty
even
sure
mean?
if I emailed and was like, hey Rüdiger, I've never met you. You don't know
And
who I am.
this is crazy.
this might be crazy.
But can I? but like we did this thing, and we decided that there needs to be a tiny copy of you in every copy of Montana. And while that's unrealistic, we want to make a T-shirt to that effect. So, can I use
this
your likeness?
email takes a little while to get to the point.
There's some.
First, watch this video.
Yeah, first watch this
Here's
entire
a link to
video.
this live stream where we discuss.
Well, we discuss another game that's not by you. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah.
Rüdiger Dorn, if you're watching, we're sorry in advance.
See ya, Edward.
Yeah. See you, Edward. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Oh, see ya, Angela. Yeah, great Christmas.
Yeah.
Have a happy Christmas or a happy solstice. Or if you celebrated Hanukkah, Hanukkah's over? I feel like the 8th day of Hanukkah was soon. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Happy holidays. Yeah.
So if you're getting a bunch of board games, it would be happy holidays.
Netter's asked a question, which is, are we keeping Montana? I don't know. We really like Rüdiger Dorn games, typically, but we haven't kept everything that he has. We're not, like, extreme loyalists when it comes to designers. Like some
Depends
people.
on the designer.
Yeah, you never touch my Rosenberg games. No,
Yeah.
We got rid of Rosenberg games.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am not. I will get rid of
you're
Steve's
not. You're
games.
not.
Like, I love him, but if his game is not good, I'll get rid of it.
You're not a ride or die Uwe Rosenberg.
No, I'm not a writer to anybody, except for maybe Steve, actually.
Oh.
But not your games, just you.
Okay.
Some of your games are very much not Tiffany games. And
Really not.
No, and you say that when you
And-
go, can you play this with me for a playtest?
Yeah, I
So
will
it's fine.
occasionally design something that's closer to a Tiffany game.
Yeah, sometimes he designs games for me specifically, and those are the sweetest.
And sometimes nobody else likes them.
Except for me,
Except
and that's
for
the
you, and
best.
that's
Totally
the
worth it.
important
Shitty
part.
Builder is a great game. I love that game. Anyway,
Yeah. Needs a little bit.
Anyway, we do really enjoy Rüdiger Dorn games. I honestly don't know. I enjoy it when I play it, but I always feel like unsatisfied because it's a race game, right? So there's a chance that there's a very good chance that you are the one who wins the race, and you were like in the middle of your engine, and then you were just like, and then you're done, and it's it's a little unsatisfying.
And you don't really have, I guess, because your engine is really just the resources you have. As soon as you spend them, you're gone. So it's really just about building towards those spots in the board that'll snowball for you if you're lucky.
I just realized. Okay, good. You did update. Okay, I was like, did you update the designer?
No, that's why it took a while. I had to,
Figure
Twitch,
out how to do it.
YouTube, do the thumbnail. We had to set up.
Yeah. Steve has done a collaborative game design. Oh, a collaborative game design prototype. That's a great idea.
Oh no,
Has not.
I haven't. That would be interesting.
Anyway, yes. So it's like I said, because the setup is so involved that you need a tiny Rüdiger Dorn.
It's really true.
It's so true. It
White
makes
goblins.
it where you basically really only want to play it if you're going to play it 2 or 3 times in a row. Which, if you're playing not on a stream and a timeline, you might, if you have 3 or 4 players, you might just do that
Well,
for
especially
like a normal game session.
Because it's a race, I kind of want to play again now. It's one of those games you're like, all right, let's just play it again.
Yeah.
Like right away. Like maybe I can win the race this time.
Yeah, and I see that as an interesting part, but as I was discussing, I'm not super interested in playing this 2-player. And one of the conditions that we have for keeping games is that they either need to be something that we want to play 2-player, or that's like really good 2-player, or it has to be really good at the 3+ player count, such that if someone comes over and we're like, oh, we only have this much time, we're going to play a game with you, it would be one of the like contenders for that. We have limited time. We're going to do that. And like, honestly, personally for me, that this doesn't fit that category. Because the setup time is so long, and it's a really simple teach if you're gamers, but I feel like if I've got John coming over and we're gonna like wham bam thank you ma'am a game, but it takes 15 minutes to set up, we ain't gonna be playing Montana.
Yeah, it's gonna be something
Like-
that's 15 minutes to set up and then takes an hour.
Yeah.
Like this takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah, so this stream with teaching was an hour with us joking around and being silly. So we didn't have setup in that. I understand that. But like, you could set this up and play this in an hour, but I feel like the setup is a substantial time of that, especially given the feeling that you're like, your engine is cut off when the game just ends. And you can see it coming for some extent, but sometimes you can't.
Yeah, I think because it is a race, it's very hard to like shoot the moon. Like if the writing is on the wall and you're like 1 or 2 turns away and you can't catch up. Like there's some games where like, well, maybe there's some hidden information, or maybe I can get this big point swing at the end. But it's really just, do I have the resources to drop down multiple settlements and maybe win? Yeah. And I guess do you score it in board game stats as like the negative is how many you had left?
Oh, I should have. I've done that before. I should.
Yeah, I was just saying. Like, I wonder. Like, that's kind of another way to score it. I guess is just like how many things you have left, but it still doesn't feel as satisfying as like, all right, you got 130 points and I got 120. Yeah. On my last turn, I can maybe get another 5. This is like, well, I lost the race. Yep. Yeah. So that can kind of be unsatisfying, depending.
Yeah. So, yeah. How do you feel about it?
I like it. It's a fun race. I tend to not, super like. I don't think I would pick out a race game to play.
We played 2 tonight.
We played 2 tonight. It's true. I like them both well enough, but like you said, like I really like knowing when it's going to end and having my engine running towards that end. It's much more satisfying to me than have it stall out because someone else's action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like even in comparison to Otis, like you can start building an engine with that and the divers and the placement, and like I feel like that's still satisfying even if you're not winning. Whereas this is just like it's all about tile placement. So like if you're last, you can't be like, well, at least I built a great engine. You're just like, no, I didn't get that last settlement. Yeah. So it has more of that like, I guess like you dastardly jerk race element.
Yeah, I think it's very well done though. It's very well produced. It's very smooth and it works and it makes sense. And it's one of those games where like if we were at BGG and somebody was like, oh, I want to play Montana, I'd be like, yes, this is the perfect place to sit and play Montana. Like this is or like we'll set it up together because everybody knows how to play it and like it's fun. Like we have Netter's Bowls, it's easy. Yeah.
And I think also because it is 2 to 4 and at 2 and 3 you remove resources and remove components, at 4 player it's probably slightly quicker to set up because you just dump everything on the table and go. You don't have to take stuff out.
Yeah. So
everybody gets a full stack of settlements, you have the full bowl of resources.
Yep. So that's sort of like the thoughts of Montana. I think it's fun, I think it's enjoyable. I think for us and our playstyle, it's not something that we're like it's a game that I'd be down to play in that time frame if somebody's down to play it and we have 3 to 4 players. Like, totes. Enjoy this game. It's good. It's not gonna stay in our collection. If that head shake means it'll be listed on BGG and but 5 minutes
it's
after
that
this stream.
If you have it and you want to play it, we'll teach it.
Yeah,
it's like
you're willing to play it.
Yeah, I'm willing to play it. We'll teach it.
We'll have friends that get it when the Kickstarter comes out, and we'll be at their house, and we'll be like, "Oh, you want to play? We can teach that," and we'll have a blast with it. And that is perfect for us. So yeah. Speaking of which, if anybody in the chat wants to purchase this, DM me on Twitter. If you're live. If this is not live anymore, it's probably too late. This is gone. This has been shipped to a new home.
Yeah. Well, and that's if we're not going to play it as much, it might as well go to a new home.
Yeah. Steve and I have a very quick turnover of games because we have very specific tastes and we know what we really like, and what we're very realistic now about what we will play. And we weren't when we first started dating. It took us like 3 years to get to this point.
It did. I really do not like getting rid of games, and I've sort of with how many games we play and look at, I sort of am more of like the pick my battles, like the ones that I really want to sink my teeth into and play. Like like there's the ones that I want to have the hope of playing, and like I will keep those over the ones that I'm like, yeah, it was enjoyable. And there's also games where like once I feel like I've kind of got it, you know, I'm okay letting it go because I know how it plays, I know how it works, I know like the parts of it.
Well, and for me, I used to think that getting rid of a game meant that it was punishing the game. But it's not. Like, you can get rid of a game that you enjoy and that you think's good, but be realistic that you're not going to play it again.
Yeah.
And send it someplace that is going to play it and enjoy it and like it. And you will be happier in the long run. And the game will be happier in the long run. And whoever gets the game will be happier because they got to experience the game. And, so that's sort of the mentality that I've adopted. And it makes getting rid of games and keeping a consistent rotation super easy.
So games as anthropomorphized Toy Story toys, I mean, to go with the Disney theme. You know, they just want to
tear them open and pull their guts out.
Right. But
you
know, as opposed to being on the
nightmares,
as opposed to on like a collector's shelf. Like,
we're not collectors. Yeah. We have a couple collector editions of games. We have Tokaido, we have 10th anniversary Ticket to Ride, and we have Takanoko collectors. And, like, I want to play those at any given moment. Like, all three of them. Takanoko I want to play slightly less just because it is huge. Like, they're all big, but that one's, like, huge. So comical. The table has to be clear. Like, it's comically large.
All right, let's put the leaf in.
Yeah. But, like, if something happened and I need to sell my collector, I'm not heartbroken or upset about it. Because it's somebody else will enjoy it and love it, and if they're playing it, that's great. So, yeah. Anyway, Nemo's World will not be a bonus stream. Sorry. Steve's hoping. But Steve doesn't even know how to play it, and John, I think, has to go home soon.
Yeah. I mean, I can teach.
Oh, God.
I'm the neighbor.
No, that's fine.
You are enabling. We'll talk to John. Maybe John will do a stream while we're gone with the game. Because I'm going to be honest, the game doesn't need to come with us to Colorado. Sorry, Steve.
I mean, the slogan is Mobilis and Mobili. That means it can move. It's
yeah. So
it's basically a travel edition.
Yeah. It's a relatively small one.
Who would you recommend this game to? What type of gamer? I mean, it's a very quick resource management game that plays well with that plays best with 3 to 4 players, and it's very quick and it's very racy. So if you like games where you're building an engine as fast as you can and you're racing other players to complete objectives and doing that via resource management, this is your jam.
Yeah, especially if you have like a regular 3 to 4 player game night, this is a very good candidate for a second game, because you could say, let's play Montana, we can finish it and you can still go home. It's not like you pull out know, another heavier weight one and be like, well, yeah. So this is a good like second game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sweet. Alrighty. Thank you for tuning in and watching tonight's bonus stream of Montana, designed by Rüdiger Dorn and published by White Goblin Games. We are going on vacation. Steve and I are taking a week of solid vacation. I think I will have some scheduled content on my Twitter, but for the most part my Twitter will just be personal Twitter, where Tiffany tweets pictures of her nieces playing games with her. And it's like literally that's it. So we will not be streaming on Thursday, and we will not be streaming on, as far as I know, the Tuesday after Christmas. However, we are apparently going to see Heavy Cardboard in Colorado, Edward and Amy, and we might do a co-stream with them. Who knows? So yeah, there's that. You can, hi Mom Gamer. You'll find out, just watch on Twitter, and if we are going to do a stream of some sort, I will schedule it, and so you can see it and you'll get notified. If you want to make sure you don't miss out on any streams, make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and hit the little bell for notifications. You will get notified when we go live, and you'll get notified when I publish any video, including past streams when they go public. So, if you are really into watching the streams and you want to make sure you don't miss any, go ahead and do that. You will also get my vlog footage, and you'll get my painting videos and my conversation videos just a heads up, this channel is more than just streams. So, yeah.
Cool. I have a quick question from chat. Mom Gamer asked if we ever regretted getting rid of a game.
Yes, but no. We've had a couple games where we're like, oh, let's play this. And then we look for it, and then we're like, wait, did we get rid of it? And then we're like, yeah. And then we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's a couple that have, like, usually they live in kind of an area for being gotten rid of, and there's a couple that we've pulled back.
Yeah. We have a buffer zone.
Right
now we have 2 buffer zones. We've found that works the best. We have one buffer zone, which is like a section of a shelf, and if it lives there long enough, I am allowed to just make it disappear.
Yeah, that's the, like, evaluate.
And it disappears to another shelf, which is out of sight, out of mind, and then when I'm ready, or if it's something that I know can sell quick, I will list it, or I'll take it someplace and it'll be sold.
Yeah.
So,
but most likely it'll be a game that'll get pulled back off that, or we'll play it and then it'll stay. Like, I know Le Havre was in a get rid of pile, and then I was like, no, we're playing that. And like,
yeah, and so, that's sort of a sign. Like, if the games are in the first pending shelf, and they're there for 4 months, and we just can't bring ourselves to play it in that time period, there's no reason to hold on to it.
So if you pull it out and play it, then it's going back in a different spot.
Potentially. Yeah. Sometimes we pull it out and play it, and we're like, oh yeah, no, this can go.
Yeah.
And sometimes we pull it out and play it, and we go, oh, why did we ever put this here? Right. Like, Scoville has been on the Purge shelf, like, 3 times in its life. And every time we play it, and we're like, why did we think we were going to get rid of this? This is so good. So like, good. Right now, I'm even like, we should get rid of Scoville. But I know that if we play it, we're going to be like, why were we going to get rid of this?
It's so good. Yeah. That happens every time with Scoville.
It's fun, yeah.
And sometimes, we'll play and be like, oh, okay, we really want to play this at a different player count or a different environment. But we're starting to get a good sense of that. Like, how it, we'll play it 2 and think of how it might play with 3 or vice versa.
Yeah, like Bunny Kingdom, I am now very confident I will never play Bunny Kingdom 4-player.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will play it 3-player, and I will play it 2-player. I will not play that game 4-player. This game, not gonna play 2-player.
Yeah.
So
someone in chat early on mentioned they played Bunny Kingdom 4-player at a con,
and it was insane.
A lot going on. So I saw that. Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's sort of our system. We do have a video on the YouTube channel called I have a video called Managing Our Collection, or Managing My Collection, and you can go and you can watch that, and I talk about the buffer zones, and we used to use stickies to help us do buffer zones, but now we actually just physically move the games to a specific shelf. It makes them more present and upfront.
Yeah. So,
yeah, you can go and watch that video.
And part of it was actually setting up the new, longer shelves. I think that helps with it.
Yeah. So
yeah. Cool.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Happy holidays. I hope that you have a great weekend. No matter what you have in store for you this weekend, I hope it's enjoyable.
No, keep talking. You're fine.
And we'll see you. We'll see you all later. I think Steve and John are gonna punch and look at Nemo's board.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna stop this stream, and then I'm gonna restart it in like 5 minutes if they're cool with that.
Sure.
And we're just gonna hang out and while they punch and nerd over Nemo's world. Let's do that. All right. Thank you for watching. If you're not watching live, and we'll see you later. Night, Internet.
Good night.